Hey guys, I know it's been a minute since I posted a video. A lot happened when March came around in April. Yeah, been in and out the hospital, and that brings us to what this video is about today. This video is
In my mind, I'm hoping you say 2 or 3. Agree? Yeah, indeed, you look good and we came to party, but I don't wanna waste my time. I'll waste your time. I'll waste your time.
it's May, also Lupus Awareness Month, and I just wanted to bring some awareness and attention to the illness and just tell you guys a little bit about what it is and everything. So yeah, let's get started with the video. I got some stuff up in my notes. Sorry about the noise, but I got some stuff up in my notes, and yeah. So, what is lupus exactly? Let's talk about what lupus is. Lupus is an illness that occurs when the immune system basically attacks itself. Basically, my body can't determine the good cells from the bad cells, which causes my body to basically attack the good cells and the bad cells, which is not a good thing for me at all. Lupus is a chronic illness that can affect, sorry, that was a car, that can affect many parts of the body like the joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, heart, and lungs. Symptoms can come on quickly or slowly. They can get worse for a while, then get better, which is called a flare. A flare, also known as a flare-up, is a period where your symptoms are extreme and you're sick. And it can last for a while. They can come and go. Um, they can come and go. You may experience like swelling or like finger pain. Some people get rashes. I don't normally get the rashes and stuff, but normally have like joint swelling or joint pain, and everything's just kind of really painful for me when I have a flare up. Um, they can happen without any clear physical signs, symptoms, like anything that you can see, and they can only be seen with lab work, which is blood work, test your blood, like the stuff that's inside your body, because a flare couldn't even happen with your organs, and you would never know until you go get the work done. Common symptoms include fatigue, hair loss, sun sensitivity, painful and swollen joints, unexplained fever, skin rashes, and kidney problems. A well-known common symptom is a rash over the cheeks and nose in the shape of a butterfly, which is why our symbol is a purple butterfly. But not everyone gets the rash. I never had any problems with my skin. I used to get like a little rash on my elbows at one period of time, but I don't get those anymore. So I've never had anything dealing with my skin. I've never had the butterfly rash. I hope I never experience that. But there are 4 different kinds of lupus. So SLE, systemic lupus erythematosus, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yes, erythematosus. is the most common and the most serious type, like I discussed in the beginning, which is also the one that I have. Um, yeah, I pretty much explained what that was in the beginning, so that's that. Cutaneous lupus erythematosus is a type that affects only the skin. So, how mine really only affects my joints, this is the opposite, the one that only affects the skin. So, the most common thing would be, the skin rashes, just things dealing with the skin. Drug induced lupus is a short term type of lupus caused by certain medicines. And neonatal lupus is the last type, which is a rare type of lupus that affects newborn babies. Um, so that is a little bit about lupus and the symptoms and just the basics, the different types. Now I'm going to get into when I was diagnosed, my symptoms, how it came along with me, and just how I feel about it, how I go about my life. I was diagnosed back in August, early September, back in 2019. I was in 10th grade. I let's see where to start. I was a dancer. I tried out for the dance team, and we was doing, the camp, and I remember feeling really like tired. Like I felt so bad after practice, and my feet would be swollen, like my ankles would be swollen, they would be hurting, like I would just be in pain. But I didn't think too much of it because I was a dancer. I was always doing something physical, so I never really thought anything of it. I just thought of it as something that was normal. I wasn't eating a lot, I was sleeping a lot, and I guess the thing that concerned me and my mom the most was I remember the night I went to the hospital. I ended up sleeping with my mom one night because I didn't feel good. And she said she woke up in the middle of the night and I had a fever. I was burning hot. I turned, a cold rag warm. So she took me to the hospital and I spent a few days in there before I had to get transferred to a hospital out in Atlanta because back home hospital could not figure out what was wrong with me. And yeah, so I got transferred to a hospital in Atlanta where they told me that I had lupus. And yeah, I spent probably a good, maybe like 2, 3 weeks in the hospital. It was hard. I went through a lot of tests, unnecessary stuff back at home because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. And the experience was kind of like traumatizing just because I didn't know what was going on, like why I just suddenly got so sick. Um, yeah, those were my symptoms. Really, just painful joints, the fever, sleeping too much. I wasn't eating. I just felt like really tired all the time and stuff. But the aftermath, I was on a lot of medication. Like I was on like a good, I was taking like 15 pills, and it was just a lot to deal with at the time. Only being 15, freshly turned 15, so it was just a lot. And I was also on steroids, which is um, I was on prednisone, which is a kind of steroid, and it made me swell up. As you can probably tell, I am a little swollen now. Like my face is chubby because I am back on the steroids from a recent hospital visit, and I'm back on the steroids from a recent hospital visit, and yeah, but the effects of the prednisone on me, it makes me really big. So my face get chubby, my stomach get chubby, you know, and my appearance changed. And I think that's probably the 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 thing that I find hardest to cope with is my appearance changing, because it just makes me self-conscious sometimes. Not even sometimes. It does make me self-conscious all the time. But I can't help it at the end of the day. But I just learned to, you know, live with it. Um, trying to see what else I can talk about. Diagnosed, I felt really sad about it, really down, because it is hard. It is hard because I feel like I had to give up a lot of things that I enjoyed doing because of it. Well, it made it difficult to do things I enjoyed because of it. And not even like me limiting myself, but like other people limiting me because of it. Like I haven't I haven't danced since 10th grade. I remember trying out for my a team at a new high school and having my spot given away because I had lupus. And things like that just kind of make it hard. I didn't try out for anything else. I mean, I still dance, you know. I mean, not for a team or nothing, but just in general a little bit. But not as much as I used to, not as much as I wanted to, not as I had hoped. But sometimes you just feel like you kind of lost a sense of yourself, your personality, who you was, who you used to be. And sometimes it just takes a little longer, or you have setbacks and setbacks from things that you wanted to do or planned to do. And everything is unexpected with this illness, because you could be fine one day and not fine the next day. I could wake up this day and be perfectly able to move and do everything. Or 2 hours later, I could be in pain, not able to walk, not able to move my fingers, and just feel real bad. But I would say I cope by, honestly, I'm not even sure. Um, I would say I used to not cope. Like I didn't really think about it. Like I never really did anything to, cause how can I explain? I never really did anything to cope with it because I just feel like, what can you do? This is an illness that is not going to go away. It's not going to cure on its own. It's just going to be here forever, and I just have to live with it. That's kind of how I cope. It's not going away. I just have to live with it. But I do have my family and my boyfriend and my friends, my my friends that I love very much, and they're always here for me whenever I feel really sad about it. So, yeah, that is all for this video. And this is only part 1. Part 2 video will be about my recent hospital visits, and basically my recent hospital visits and what lupus nephritis is, what chronic kidney disease is, and how I live with it, because I have stage 4 mixed with some 5 of chronic kidney disease, and I just want to talk a little bit about that and answer some questions that I got from Instagram about a few other things. And that will be part 2 of the video. So stay tuned and on the lookout for that video. And that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I'm not the best at talking, but I will get better. And that is all.